including method of collection and ultimate treatment of materials. Specifications. 1. Statement of intent. The Board is soliciting bids with the intent of entering into an exclusive contract for the collection, transportation, and/or treatment of residential garbage, refuse, recyclables, and yard waste in the unincorporated area of the Township. These specifications set forth all conditions and requirements of the contract to be entered into by the Township. 2. General provisions. The contractor shall provide weekly collection and treatment of garbage, refuse, recyclables, and yard waste from the residential premises within the boundaries of the unincorporated areas of the Township, and shall transport each garbage and refuse to an approved landfill or other lawful disposal or treatment point. All recyclable materials must be recycled in an appropriate manner approved by the Board of Trustees. Yard waste must be composed or treated in a manner approved by law. Residents are not required to have garbage collection, but if they do, then they must use the Township-approved contractor. 3. Indemnification. The contractor shall indemnify and save harmless the Board of Trustees of Bowling Green Township and all its members, agents, officers, employees, and representatives from any and all claims, damages, or causes of action arising out of, caused by, or as a result of the contractor's operations and duties under the contract. 4. Definitions. The contractor shall indemnify and save harmless the Board of Trustees of Bowling Green Township and all its members, agents, officers, employees, and representatives from any and all claims, damages, or causes of actions arising out of, caused by, or as a result of contractor's operations and duties under the contract. 4. Definitions. The following definitions are adopted by the purpose of these specifications. Board means the Board of Township Trustees, Bowling Green Township, Licking County, Ohio. Contract means the contract for the collection and treatment of garbage, refuse, recyclables, and yard waste entered into by the Township on behalf of the unincorporated area of the Township and based on the specifications herein provided. Contractor means the provider of services to the unincorporated areas of the Township for the collection and treatment of residential garbage, refuse, recyclables, and yard waste pursuant to the contract with the Township for such services as used in these specifications. Contractor also means the employees, agents, and representatives of the provider of such services. Garbage includes all putrescible wastes, including vegetable and animal offal, but excludes recognizable industrial byproducts. Household hazardous waste shall mean those items defined as household hazardous waste by the U.S. EPA or the OEPA, and shall include paint, gasoline, pesticides, cleaners, etc. that can cause injury or are harmful to people and the environment. Recyclables. The contractor shall provide, at the rate stated in the bid, to the residents that subscribe to such service unlimited commingled collection of recyclable materials. These materials shall include newspapers, glass, metal, plastics, and other recyclable commodities agreed upon by the contractor and the Board of Trustees. The contractor shall not dispose of recyclables that are separated from other garbage, trash, and refuse in a landfill or other disposable facility, and should recycle them in an appropriate manner. The contractor shall also collect recyclable materials if commingled by the resident with garbage, trash, and refuse. The contractor may, but is not required to, separate such commingled recyclables and may dispose of them in a landfill. Refuse includes non-putrescible, non-liquid waste such as ashes, cinders, tins, cans, glass, bottles, rags, waste paper, wood, paper, boxes. Refuse does not include yard waste or large household objects such as earth, sand, bricks, stone, plaster, or other substances that may accumulate as a result of building construction, remodeling, or alterations, or inoperable household appliances, which items are separately addressed elsewhere in these specifications. Residential premises includes all single-family and two-family dwellings located within the unincorporated areas of Bowling Green Township, where either individuals or families dwell for a continued period of time. Township means Bowling Green Township, Licking County, Ohio. Trustees and fiscal officer are those elected officials serving Bowling Green Township. Unincorporated areas of the Township means the unincorporated areas of Bowling Green Township include all residence premises located in that area. Yard waste. The contractor shall provide unlimited collection of yard waste, including grass clippings, bush and shrub cuttings, leaves, tree limbs, garden growth, and other natural elements at no extra cost. 5. Bond. The contractor shall furnish to the board a bond in the amount of $100,000 precedent of initiating service under the contract. This bond shall be kept in force in the original amount for the entire term of the contract. This bond is subject to forfeiture if the trash hauling contract is concealed for cause and shall be available to compensate the board for damages resulting from the contractor's failure to perform fully all the services required under the conditions of the contract, including the obligation to indemnify the board for all costs and damages. The bond shall be provided by a surety company with a minimum policyholder's rating of A+ and a minimum financing rating of AAA, and all other respects acceptable to the board. In the alternative, the contractor may post a $100,000 bank cashier's check payable to Bowling Green Township. This cashier's check is to be held during the term of the contract or unless forfeited to the township under the terms of these specifications. 6. Insurance. The contractor shall carry sufficient automobile, public liability, and property damage insurance to protect the contractor, the township trustees, and the township fiscal officer as named insured from claims for personal injury and property damages that may arise from the operations undertaken pursuant to the contract. Each of such policies of insurance shall provide coverage in the following minimum amounts for personal injury: $1 million for each person and $3 million each occurrence for property damage. $1 million for each occurrence. Certificates of insurance acceptable to the board shall be filed with it at the time the contract between the township trustees and the contractor is executed. The certificates shall contain a provision that covers the offered under the policies shall not be canceled or reduced until at least 30 days after the written notice has been given to the board. The township trustees and township fiscal officer will be included as named insured on all the insurance policies required hereby. Before beginning work under the contract, the contractor shall furnish to the board satisfactory proof of coverage for workers' compensation insurance for all persons employed directly by the contractor or through subcontractors in order to carry out the operations contemplated under the contract. 7. Workmanship. All work and operations performed by the contractor, subcontractor, or any agents of or employees in connection with the contract shall be performed in a careful, competent, and workmanlike manner, and in accordance with the terms of the contract and all applicable laws, rules, and regulations included, but not limited to, the rules and regulations of Bowling Green Township, Licking County, Solid Waste Authority of Central Ohio, the State of Ohio, and the United States of America. 8. Collection vehicles. The contractor shall use enclosed leak-proof Packer-type truck bodies for the collection of garbage and refuse. The trucks shall be kept in good and efficient working order to ensure proper and efficient service to the residents of Bowling Green Township. Each vehicle shall be clearly and visibly marked on each side with the name and telephone number of the contractor. All equipment shall be maintained in good condition and washed and painted uniformly. 9. Exclusive privilege. The contractor shall have the exclusive privilege of collecting and treating garbage, refuse, recyclables, and yard waste from residential premises in unincorporated areas of Bowling Green Township for the duration of the contract, effective August 1, 2011. Any hauler or person other than the contractor provided collection, transportation, and or disposal service of residential garbage, refuse, recyclables, and yard waste within the unincorporated areas of Bowling Green Township shall be subject to fines and penalties provided in Ohio Revised Code 505.27A2B. 10. Collection. The contractor shall collect garbage, refuse, recyclables, and yard waste from all residential premises in the unincorporated areas of the township once each week on a single day, provided that the collection day shall be the same for all residents within the unincorporated areas of the township, and that all materials is collected on the same day. The contractor may submit an alternate bid that allows the contractor to break the unincorporated areas of the township into 2 specific districts, and collection may be performed over a 2-day period, so long as all material is collected on the same day within each district. The contractor shall submit a route plan and collection schedule to the board within 30 days after the award of the contract for approval and or modification. The contractor shall not begin any collection day before 6 a.m. nor continue past 7 p.m. No collection shall be conducted on Saturday or Sunday without the expressed written consent of the board, unless Saturday collection is necessitated as a result of a holiday or extreme weather. Certain areas and roads may only be used for collection between the hours of 10 a.m. till 2:30 p.m., and these include 1 blank, 2 blank. Collection shall not be postponed longer than 1 to 3 days due to extreme winter weather, and any such postponement shall be subject to the discretion of the Board of Trustees or the designee of the Board of Trustees. Observed holidays shall be New Year's Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day. If a collection day falls on a holiday, collection shall be 1 business day later than the regularly designated collection day. 11. Letter to Board. At the beginning of the contract and in the first week of April of each subsequent year, the contractor shall provide a letter to the Board, including the following information. 1. Day or days of collection is provided for in the bid or alternate bid. 2. Observed holidays and alternative day of collection. 3. A proposed route plan and collection schedule. 4. Time of collection. 5. Collection containers. 6. Refuse to be collected. 7. Itemized list of materials that cannot be collected. 8. Disposal and treatment of facilities to be used in the subsequent contract period. 9. Contractor's provisions for collection of miscellaneous materials. 10. Household hazardous waste disposal sites. 11. The names of contractors qualified to remove chlorofluorocarbons from appliances. 12. The cost of extra service for pickup of material not included under the terms of the contract. And 13. The telephone number or numbers to call for extra service, complaints, and missed collections. 12. Service conditions. The contractor shall maintain telephone facilities for the receipt of participants. Complaints on working days from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. When complaints requiring the intention of the contractor are received by the board shall notify the contractor of such complaints in a courteous manner. All complaints, including complaints regarding material missed in regular collections, shall be resolved by the end of the next business day following the receipt of the complaint. When a complaint is received on a working day preceding a holiday or a Saturday, it may be serviced on the next working day. Each month, the contractor shall supply the board with copies of all complaints or listing of complaints received by telephone or email, and indicate the disposition of each complaint, including the day and hour in which it was resolved. Such records shall be available for the board's inspection at all times during regular business hours. The contractor shall tag items or containers left at residential householders that cannot be collected as set forth in the contract. The tag shall be a 2-part tag. One part of the tag shall be attached to the items or containers that cannot be collected and state the reason for non-collection, and the other part shall be retained by the contractor. By 10 a.m. of the day after collection day, the contractor shall supply the board, fax is acceptable, with the addresses and reason for non-collection for each tag. 13. General conditions. 13. General conditions. The contractor shall assign a qualified person or persons to be in charge of operations in the unincorporated areas of the township, and shall provide the name of such person or persons to the board. The board may require transfer of any employee of the contractor who is negligent or discourteous in the performance of his or her duties. The contractor shall provide training in operation safety for all personnel,